Imagine having real power, the kind of power where people listen to every word you say, the kind of power where thousands of people follow you, the kind of power where you can punish your enemies if you want. And yet you choose to live like a simple servant. Sometimes I sit and I think about this, and honestly, it makes me uncomfortable. Because when I look at the life of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, I don't just see a great leader, I see a standard that feels very high. In today's world, power usually changes people. Money changes people, status changes people, recognition changes people. Even small success can change us all. Sometimes even respect from a few people can make us feel important. And then I look at Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, the most influential man in history, and see something completely different. He had power, but power never entered his heart. He had follower, but he never felt superior. He had authority. He never behaved like a king. That makes me reflect on myself. Would I be able to stay humble if I had that level of respect? Would I be able to stay simple if thousands of people followed me? Would I be able to stay calm if the whole society admired me? Honestly, I don't know. And that is what makes his character so powerful. There is a moment in his life that always stays in my mind. A man once came to meet Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and started trembling out of fear. He thought he was standing in front of a king. The Prophet Muhammad gently told him to relax and said that he was not a king, but the son of a simple woman who used to eat dried meat in Mecca. Every time I hear this narration, it touches something deep inside me. I want people to recognize their status. They want respect and admiration. But he did the opposite. He removed fear from people's hearts. He made them feel comfortable. He made them feel safe around him. And sometimes I ask myself, how many times do I make people feel comfortable around me? How many times do I speak with softness? How many times do we remove fear and pressure from others? These questions are not easy to answer because humanity is not something we claim. It's something people feel when they are around us. Another part of his life that deeply moved me is how he lived at home. He was not just a leader outside, he was a humble human being inside his house. He used to serve his family, help at home, fix his own sandals, and take care of simple daily tasks. When I think about this, I realize how different this is from the modern image of strength. Today, many people think strength means control, strength means dominance. Strength means being above others. But his life shows something completely different. Strength can be quiet, strength can be gentle, strength can be simple. Now, honestly, this challenges me because sometimes we chase comfort, sometimes we want recognition, sometimes we want appreciation, sometimes we want people to see us as important. But he lived a life where important was never the goal. Character was the goal. Sincerity was the goal. Pleasing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was the goal. There is another moment that always makes me reflect deeply. The day of the conquest of Mecca. This was the moment of complete victory. The same people who insulted him, hurt him, and forced him to leave his home were now standing in front of him. At that moment, he had full power, full authority, full control, and yet he entered Mecca with his head lowered in humility, not with pride, not with arrogance, not with revenge in his heart, but with calmness and mercy. When he forgave them, it showed a level of strength that is very rare in human history. Sometimes I think about situations in my own life, small situations. Someone disrespects us, someone ignores us, someone hurts our feelings, and we struggle to forgive. We struggle to let go. We struggle to control our emotions. But then I look at his life and realize how different true strength really is. True strength is not loud. True strength is not aggressive. True strength is calm and controlled. And this realization slowly changes how I see life. It makes me question my own reactions, my own ego, my own expectation. It makes me realize that building a character is a lifelong journey, not something that happens overnight. Sometimes I feel that we live in a world that constantly pushes us to prove ourselves, to show our success, to show our lifestyle, to show our achievements. But when I reflect on the life of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, I see something peaceful, a life built on sincerity, a life built on humility, a life built on faith and patience. And it reminds me that greatness is not always loud. Sometimes greatness is quiet, sometimes greatness is hidden in a simple action. That's what makes his life so powerful even today. More than 1400 years have passed, yet his character is still touched hearts. Not because of power, not because of wealth, not because of status, but because of humility. And honestly, when I think about it deeply, I realize something very personal. If the most powerful man in history chose humility, then maybe real strength is not in showing power. Maybe real strength is in controlling ourselves. Maybe real strength is in a staying simple. Maybe real strength is in building character quietly. And this thought stays with me because of the end of the day, we're all trying to build ourselves, trying to grow, trying to become better than yesterday. And when I look at the life of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, I don't just see history. I see a mirror that shows me who I am and who I want to become. And maybe that's the most powerful part of his life. Not just what he did, but but how his character continues change hearts even today. Thank you very much for watching my video.